Hey there. All right, so we're going to try going live this time from a computer. But I got a little more information right now, so I'm going to go ahead and get started because, as you can tell, I tend to be long-winded, but I like to try to keep things quick. So I'm going to give you a lot of information at one time. So first is going to be about the Blitz card. The Blitz card is genius. It is it's a postcard size, which is great to have a postcard size. And the reason we want a postcard size is because if we have a little business card, it's easy to throw away. Okay? With this Blitz card, have you heard of this? This is what it is. This is what it does. Okay. What I do is I started off buying labels from Walmart, and there's like 750, so it's like 30 sheets or something for $4.44. It's super cheap. It turns out to like less than, I think, a cent or something like that. But what I do is I put my picture on it, and then I put my name, my It Works address, my phone number, and my Facebook. And then attached to every single one of these, I put a sticky. And the reason I do that is because I expect to get people's information when I hand it off to them. Now, if I do not get their information because maybe we're in a hurry or it's in passing or something like that, I will take the postcard off and I'll say, listen, my Facebook's on here, friend me, let's connect. Okay? All right, when I do get their information on this post-it, they write their name and just their phone number, maybe their email address. What I then do when they leave is I jot myself a little note about maybe what they had on or what we talked about, because I've actually mixed up these before, and fortunately I figured it out before I actually contacted them. But jot yourself a little note so you know what you talked to them about, and so forth, and then save this. Okay? All right, so that's the Blitz card. Now, I also, because today I'm going to my kiddo's baseball game, I did not wear my It Works shirt, but I had a It Works card laminated, so I'm going to be able to wear this. All right? All right, so I've got this going on. All right, so what's in my bag? I have an It Works bag. Super cute, right? Okay, in my bag, I also have a second card laminated, and I bought this little thing called a book clip. And so what I do is I put my book clip on here, and then I'm going to clip this onto my bag. And now I'm ready to go. So now people can see it on my bag as well. Okay? All right, so in my bag, what I'm going to carry is I've got a little pencil bag. And in this little pencil bag, what I put in here are my Blitz cards. Now, my plan is to give my 10 Blitz cards out today. So I'm going to put my 10 Blitz cards in here. Now, I have another stack of Blitz cards because though I'm going to give out 10, I'm going to always have anywhere between 20 and 50 with me. Okay? So I'm going to put this in here. Now what I'm going to put in here is I'm going to put in a party pad. You never know when you need to bust out the party pad for somebody. Okay? So that kind of explains some information. Somebody might want to do a little interview right then and there. So now I've got my party pad in here. Now what I'm going to put in here is I'm going to put in some wraps, because I'm going to make some wrap cash. All right? There's been times people have stopped and wrapped people in the bathroom. So I've got both facials and body wraps. I went ahead and just took them out of the box, and I'm putting these in here as well. Okay? All right. Along with that, I'm putting a sample of one, because you never know when you need to explain this. Hey, you want to know what it looks like? This is what it looks like. Put it here. You know, you can cut it, you can do it in fours, you can put it on your neck. Like, this is great just to have an example, okay? So nicely fold it up. You can even fold it back the way that it came. And so when you explain to people, I like to explain to people that, hey, when you unfold this thing, unfold it, rub it, unfold it again, rub it, and so you can explain things, okay? All right, so this is also going in that pouch. All right, it'll be nice and neat. I'll fix it later. So this is in my pouch. I also carry scissors because if you do happen to wrap somebody on the spot, or if I happen to go to somebody's house, you might need to cut it, because if they're going to do their arms, you cut it in half and you do their arms. So you need to have some scissors. Okay, so I've got my scissors in there. And then I always carry some extra stickies. You never know when you need some stickies to jot down some little information. That's what's in here. Okay, so now this is going in my bag. I'm ready to make some wrap cash, and I'm ready to give out some Blitz cards and grow my network, because this is network marketing. Okay, also in my bag, I've got catalogs. There, I saw a few distributors actually blitzed with the catalog. Okay, so I put that same label here. I've got some of these. This is going in my bag. I'm also going to carry around our wrap magazine. Now, I haven't gotten the new one yet, so I'm going to carry around this wrap magazine. Because let's say, I don't know, get my nails done or something, I'm going to bust out that wrap magazine. What are you reading? Oh, great conversation. Okay? Now, I personally also keep about 10 steps to success. This is one that I kind of altered. And so I keep about 10 of these in case I need to explain it. And I also have the charts just in case I need to talk to anybody. I'm going out with the expectation that I'm going to be enrolling folks, whether it be loyal customer or distributor. It's happening, so you just never know. I'm going to be prepared. So all of this is now in my bag. All right, I also carry samples of greens. Now I have both, okay? And I explain to people, this one, the berries I like in water, orange I like in orange juice, because have y'all tasted the orange in water? I can't do it. Anyway, so I carry both just in case, and sometimes I give out both at the same time and tell them that, okay? So now this is in my bag, because you never know when you need to give this out. This right here, love our wraps, but this right here is my ultimate favorite product that we have. I went without my greens yesterday, not gonna happen anymore. All right. Okay. My bag is almost ready to go. Now, what else is in my bag? Get you one of these. This is my mobile charger. Guys, I've never had my phone die as much as it does right now. Get yourself a mobile charger. That's inside my bag. All right, I also have a pen. I have an It Works pen because I need to write down names and numbers, because I'm going to be, you know, getting some people's information. All right, what else is in my bag? You're going to wrap some folks, hopefully on the spot, so go ahead and carry that around with you as well. All right, so my bag is just about ready to go. The last things that I put in my bag is something else that I want to talk to you about right now, and that is my 100s list. I went ahead and when I first started this, one of the first things we ask you to do is we ask you to make a 100s list. So what I did is I went through and I just started writing down names. Okay, I just started writing down names. I was checking them off. I was doing all kinds of stuff. Then I had like spreadsheets on my computer. Like, y'all, I made this so difficult, and I made it. I was like checking different lists and doing different stuff. Don't do that. Okay, so now what I do is you have your 100s list. Your 100s list is growing. I have now transferred my 100s list to my planner. And this is the last thing I want to talk to you about. So I know it came out kind of fuzzy in the last video, so let's talk about this. This is a 24-hour planner. I've tried the little ones where you can get cute and everything. It doesn't work with me, okay? 24-hour planner, I have to plan my day. Right now, one of my kids is playing baseball. I just took my daughter to dance class. Another kid has a game at 2:40 or 2:30, so I'm heading to that one. That's why I'm wearing Runs Athletics. I got my Braves shirt in the car. We'll be advertising. Otherwise, I'd be wearing an It Works shirt, okay? All right, so with my 24-hour planner, the first thing I do is I write in what my day is over here. What my day is going to consist of. And so my day is super packed, usually. So today is April 1st. We need to hit the ground running, and we need to, basically the way that you worked last week, yeah, do that every day, okay? So today, dance class, baseball games. I like this book. It's At a Glance. Stacy uses, you said, oh, will you post it again, please? I'm sorry. Brown line, I think. Okay, this one has room for notes over here. And so this is why I like this. I break my day up into 4 sections. Number 1, personal development. Find yourselves, guys. Okay? I now wake up and I pray first, and I've made it to where I have to pray before I even look on Facebook. Okay? I say my prayer, pray for my family, pray for everybody, you know, pray. Then at some point in my day, I'm going to read for at least 15 to 30 minutes. Then I'm going to go for like a little walk or a little jog. Then I'm going to watch some videos. Basically, you got to do something for yourself, because happy wife, happy life in my case, but you need to find yourself. So the reading, find some books. We've got tons of books that we're going to recommend for everybody. And so one of the books that I'm reading right now or finishing up is called The Miracle Morning, something before 8 a.m. It does wonders, and that's why I'm taking care of myself, because you'll find that your biggest growth in it works is not necessarily financial. The financial is great. Spiritually, mentally, physically, I mean, you name it, it's been absolutely wonderful, and I love it. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your 100s list, and you are going to take your notebook, and you are going to put them in. So I put a box before somebody's name, then I put their name. Okay, so I'm going to just show you one of the ones that I've done in the past. And February 25th was a really good day for me. Okay. Oh, hang on. I mentioned that I break it up into 4 parts. You got to stay organized, guys. You have to figure out where it works is going to fit in your day. Okay, my posting might be 5 minutes here and there. Me messaging might be 15 minutes, but I got to go find out where that 15 minutes is, because we can talk about wanting to do the business, but then we don't end up doing it, right? Okay, so personal development, I put a few items right here. I'm going to post. I'm going to do 2 personal posts, 1 product, 1 business, 1 before and after, 1 lifestyle, and I'm going to go live 1 time right now, because I'm not nervous live in front of you guys. For some reason, I'm nervous live in front of everybody else. Kind of strange, right? But you got to go there and get to the point where it's at least 2 or 3 times a day. Then when I said grow my network means that I'm going to friend request 100 people today. So if I'm going to friend request 100 people today on Facebook, and then I'm going to go check Instagram. Cody Chapman did an Instagram tutorial. Go check that out on Team Skinny Success. And then I'm going to blitz. So I told you, blitzing is part of growing your network, guys. We're in network marketing, so we need to grow our network. All right, so messaging. Take your 100s list. Take the first 5 to 10 people, put them down for today. Put the next 5 to 10 people down, put them down for the next day. I'd like for you to have just this whole week planned on who you're going to contact. Now, we call it a chicken list also, because this is these are the people that you're too chicken to talk to. You can't be chicken to talk to anybody. You can't worry about what anybody else thinks. Guess what? They're not paying your bills. You need your bills paid. Okay? All right, so I'm going to message people, and where I put them is right here. Now, I have a separate line. Down here are my distributors and my loyal customers that I'm going to contact. All right, so let me show you of what that looks like. So I no longer keep up with my spreadsheets and what we talked about and all of that stuff. I now just keep up with my planner, because guess what? Most of these people I'm talking to on Facebook are in text. And so I can go back and I can look at what our conversation was. So I don't need to keep up with any of that. I just need to put names in my calendar. I've got names through August right now. I have people that I'm contacting every single day. All right, so I put a box in front of their name. I write their name. Then, let me see if I can. Make this. So I put a box in front of their name, and then I write their name. Okay, so it's like this. All right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to. My nephew just walked in the room. Sorry. So then I'm going to contact them, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a check mark. So I'm going to check that I contacted them. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a date out to the side, and that date says that I'm going to contact them on, let's say, April 7th, which happens to be a Friday, and I'm going to circle it like this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to April. It's my nephew and my daughter, sorry. I'm going to go to April 7th. I'm going to put another little box. And there's my niece.
No, Ashley!
Oh, all right. So then I'm going to go over to April 7th. I'm going to put the date that I originally contact them. I'm going to write their name again. So here's today, and then there's April 7th. So this is what I do, and this is what works for me. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a box, because that box, if I check it, that means that I have contacted them. So here, I contacted them, I wrote their name down, and now that I've written it over here, what tells me that I have written it over there is if I go through and I cross it out right here. If it is not crossed out, that means I have not moved them to some other place in my calendar. So if I cross it out. So this is me. So now guess what? I'm going to contact Jane on April 7th, and now I don't need to worry about her anymore because it's in my calendar. Now, if she contacts me in between, then what I'll do is I know I'm going to contact her again in the future, so I'll go to that date and maybe I'll change the date or something like that. But this is how I do all of it. So now I'm going to contact her. Let's say it's April 7th. I'm going to contact her again. She's like, girl, listen, you know what? Give me a couple of months. So I'm like, all right, she said a couple of months. So I'm going to contact her on, I'm going to look for the whatever the next Friday is. And let's say that is like June 7th. All right. So then what I'm going to do is I checked it. I contacted her. I wrote June 7th. Now I'm going to go over to June 7th. I'm going to write her name down, and then I'm going to cross her out because I'm done. Guys, your whole day needs to be planned, or first of all, for you to get anything done. The most successful people in this world write down what they're going to do. So this is one day that I did stuff. Every single one of these people was not only contacted, but now they're somewhere else in my notebook. And down here, sorry, I'm all backwards. Down here are my loyal customers. You need to retain these people. You know, what does it maintain to retain? Sarah, what'd you say it was? I can't remember what you said it was. But you need to put your loyal customers inside your planner too. So what I'd like for you to do, here's my goal for you, my task for you. Take your 100s list, fill out your calendar or whatever it is you're using. Okay. So for me, I mean, look at this. Okay, that works for me. So I'm going to spend 10-15 minutes and I'm going to do this. So you're going to put down your 100s list, write it down at least for the next week, who you're going to contact each day, and get over being shy. The contact doesn't have to be anything to do with It Works. It could be like, hey girl, what's up? How's it going? Haven't talked to you in a long time. That's it. You are building relationships with people. So now that you've contacted them, put them somewhere else. Build relationships. Then later on, when the time allows, then you say, hey, I'm starting this new business. Have you heard of It Works or that crazy rep thing? That's it. I used to vomit all over these people, and I've gotten several no's because it's like, I haven't talked to you in 30 years, and you're just going to ask me if I want to buy something? Yeah, don't do that, okay? Just because they're in my book doesn't mean I'm talking to them about It Works. Some of these people, I'm just building a relationship with them, and then we'll eventually go there. Got it? Okay. Your loyal customers. The second thing I'm going to want you to do is, when it comes to messaging and who you're going to contact, is I want you to go through all the loyal customers that you have signed up thus far. And if you have not signed them up, then this is what you're going to do from here on out. Okay? You're going to put them in your calendar. Here's what I do. So let's say Stacy Smith, who just promoted to executive yesterday. Congrats. So awesome. All right. So Stacy Smith, last time I talked to her was, let's say, I don't know, 3/6. So this is what I do with my loyal customers. And with my loyal customers, I write them down here at the bottom. I have them separated. Loyal customers, people I'm going, potentials, already signed, enrolled. Okay, so here's what I do with Stacy. So with Stacy, I put my box in front of her name. I put that she's a loyal customer. I put the last time I talked to her, and then I put her name. Now I missed a spot. There's one other thing that I do here. I put down her date. So let's say it's the 12th. So I put down her date, that her auto ship is supposed to be on the 12th, and this is the last time I talked to her. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to contact Stacy today, and I'm going to be like, hey, how's it going? Haven't talked to you in a while. How are you doing with those products? You have to stay in contact with your loyal customers. You know what happens when you don't stay in contact with your loyal customers? They cancel their account and they go to somebody else. You have to stay in contact. I have several loyal customers that have not turned off their auto ship and are about to be with me for a year. June will be a year. I just helped somebody spend $72 of her $107 of her perk points. Okay, so hey, how's it going? Are you good with the products that you have right now, or do you want to try something else? You know, hair, skin, and nails. How are you feeling on that? Is everything good? Okay, if you're starting to feel sick, go ahead and take it with food, or take it at night. Like, you are now their sort of health and wellness coach, but you care about them. And so you need to stay in contact with them. So what I do is I sign Stacy on the 12th. Today, so I contact her again on like the 20th to say, hey, did you get your products in? Awesome. You know how to take them? And so now I'm going to tell her how to take them. So now I'm going to put her down for like another week, because I'm going to be like, how did that go? Are you being consistent? So we're just going to have a conversation. Don't you just love the taste of those greens? So then I'm going to put her down for about a week, 3 days to a week before her next order. And I'm going to say, hey, your next order is getting ready to come up. Do you want to stick with that product? Or do you want to try something else? We've got some amazing stuff. Guys, I promise you, if you want to keep that paycheck and that residual paycheck, you need to stay in contact with your loyal customers, okay? Distributors as well. Hey girl, what can I do to help you? You know, I don't necessarily need much contact, but I like for people to contact me and be like, hey Shannon, can I help you? Sure. And then for me, hey, can I help you? Like, what do you need? We're all supposed to be in this together, right? One team, one mission, so let's help each other out. So put your DTs on here too. And then so now you're going to check them off. You're going to move them to April 7th, go over to April 7th, put her in your calendar, check her off, and good. So 100s list, your chicken list, get it in your calendar for the next week. Loyal customers, go write them down in your calendar, okay? Write them down in your calendar. So like today, I'm actually haven't made my list today, so I'm going to be making my list for the whole week as well. But for today, I know I have 2 people who have an auto ship that's getting ready to come up. So I know these 2 people I need to contact today. They're like, hey, how's it going? You doing all right with that? You want to try something else? All right. So guess what's going in my bag? My planner. Because I'm taking it with me everywhere. Now, I mentioned my 100s list is in here. Now, I went through and I wrote down hundreds and hundreds of names, so I'm not quite done with it. But what I am doing now is I am now transferring everything over to my planner, and so eventually I will not need this because everybody's going in my planner. Now, we need to grow our network. We're a network company, right? When I friend people on Facebook and they accept me, they go on my planner. Now, I'm not going to tell them, I'm not going to ask them anything about your works. I'm going to be like, hey, maybe I'll send them a note, thanks for accepting my friend request, or maybe I'll just interact with them on Facebook. That'll be a whole different conversation. But grow your network. So you need to have somebody that you're going to contact, get you something, whether it be a planner, whatever works for you. The only thing I use now is this. And it's my Bible. I take it everywhere I go. And so I'm constantly writing in it. You need to have your book planned out. Now, my plan is to go full-time with this. And full-time with It Works is really anywhere between 2 to 4 hours, maybe a day. Because if you do focused work, then you don't have to spend the rest of the day. And part of the reason why I got into this business was because I want to be a mom. You know, I wanted to go on every single field trip, and I haven't been on a single field trip. This is the first year I've been able to go on field trips with my kiddos, and it feels amazing. You know, I want to be there. I want to be present. I want to be able to cook for my family and sit down and watch TV and do games. It's just, it does wonders for you. So with saying that, hopefully my book is going to be set up to where I'm now going to be contacting anywhere from 50 to 100 people a day. Great, because it's not going to take me long. All right? Don't vomit on people. Short messages, we'll get into that later. One thing I forgot to mention is I do suggest some Bluetooth headphones when I go for my walk at night and I would listen to videos, because exercising, you should do a little bit of exercise. I throw in my Bluetooth headphones and I go for a walk. Next thing you know, 30 minutes later, and I'm not only finished my workout, but I've gotten in some good information from watching that video. So I hope I covered everything. So now I got my lanyard on. My bag is packed and ready to go. Last thing, guess what these parents are going to be seeing me drinking? You need to get you a clear bottle of water. Go ahead and pour in, you know, in a 16 ounce, you got to pour in 2. Go ahead and pour in your 2 things of grains. Lovely cake. Oh, what's that you're drinking, girl? Have you heard of these grains? I'll give you a sample. All right, guys, let's do this. Oh, Fat Fighters. Fat Fighters need to go in your bag at all times. All right, got my keys, got my phone, gonna grab my kiddo. I'm out the door, but I'm taking everything. It works with me. So, good luck. Let me know if you have any questions. Yeah, let's do this, guys. April 1st, time to hit the ground running. All right, we'll talk to you soon.